Hello, it's Dominique. Today I want to share with you a new project. This is going to be a tutorial. I'm going to start on one video, and then if there's no more time, like my little disc chip, in my camera is full, and I have to do part B. So stick around and watch all parts. Okay, so I'm making kind of a mini album with file folders and also with some signatures in it. So I'm going to show you what I did. First of all, I'm starting with the cards here. These are from Debutante ephemera cards, or journaling cards I should say. They're 4x6. So this is my measurement to start with. I've got 12 of them. I wish I had them to make my book this way, but they're going to be that way. It's okay. It's going to be like a little file. So here I've got 12 of those, okay? I'm going to distress them and probably maybe use this around, I'm not sure yet, but that's going to be at the end. So what I did is I cut some papers, some sheets, regular print paper, so that they would be a bit smaller, those signatures. I've got 4 sheets, that means 2 pages of 8.5 by 11. You cut them in half to have 5.5 by 5.5 by 8.5, and then I removed an inch here because it was kind of sticking out here. So I've got, my sheets are 7.5 by 5.5, and that's what I need. I've inked them, not inked, dyed them with coffee. So this is what I've done. Also, I've dyed some, I've done that also in the other little book, the 3 books I think. Some doilies. Those are very, very fragile. That's why I'm putting them not in the center, because if I put them in the center when I'm going to bind everything, the little string is going to kind of tear this, because this is so fragile because of the holes. So I'm going to put them after the first page. So I have 3 more pages here, and when it's going to be all binded, it's going to be protected so that it won't tear. Okay. So I got that. Also, I had dyed tiny little ones like these, but I had only dyed 5, and I needed 6. I thought I was making 5 signatures, but I'm making 6 because I had enough paper that I have dyed, coffee dyed, to make 6, and I didn't have any more coffee to dye more, and then wait until it dries and everything. So I decided to have 4 of the 6 in the 4 center signatures, and then the first and the last one are going to be the ones that are larger, and that I folded in 2, and then folded in 2 again, and put again after just the first page, so they're kind of squeezed and protected. So I've got all my pages here, so I make sure that I have this one here at the beginning and this one here at the end, and then all the other ones are the small ones. These ones here, just to make some interest. Also, what I've done, I found some papers. I had a lot of scraps, as you can see, just scraps. And I've just folded them in 2, distressed all around. And I'm going to be inserting those maybe like here, something like that. So we have kind of a little something in cardstock before we have the signatures with the sheets. So I've got different ones. And this one, that was the little hole they had on the top of the 12 by 12. I'm leaving it at there. I'm going to put a little piece of raffia or something there, just to, like, I'm not cutting anything. So, and then this one too, and this one, what I've done, because it was longer, I just folded like this. So maybe I'll put a tiny little magnet here, so they can open it. You never know. I'll see when I get there. That will be at the end too. So that's that. And after that, what I've done is I got another scrap, and I've cut all the, pretty much the script. All script. I think it really matches here, because they have a lot of script on this one too. I didn't want to go more like flowers and woods. Like, I want to stay with the script for the top. This one I haven't distressed. I have to distress this one too. Let me do this right now. So this little piece here is going to be the strip for sewing all the signatures on. So I got the right, pretty much the right measurement, because what I've done is I've calculated with my cards pretty much the same length, as you can see, from here to here. And also what I've done here, I've traced a line here like 1.5 inches from there, 1.5 inches from there. And then I've traced all my, well, just the one book here for this. And I put a line across. And I'm going to mark all of them. But I put a line there, and then I used my my ruler and measured little holes here. I think they're 1/4 inch between each of them. I needed to have 6. Okay. Also, what I've done, okay, here, I've made those. These are not file folders that you buy at the store. I made them up myself. I'm going to show you what I made. So I use just ordinary cardstock from cereal box or whatever, crackers. And so what I've done is I've calculated the size that I wanted them, because I'm going to mat those with my sheet here of 4x6. So I just left a little bit around here, and I've added the little tab, and then I've done another piece, same length here, and then where I have the tab I go down. That's the way to do it. And then you kind of round the corners here, those corners here, like the real ones that you buy in the store. So I've done that, and those 2 pieces I've just taped them with Scotch tape. I've cut another one of the same, but I've put the Scotch tape on the other side. That means this one is going to be that way. Okay, it's the same thing. Same thing. It's just that I've inversed them, and I've put the opening, like I want them to open like this. So I put that one on the left and then that one on the right, and the lower part has to be in the back. Okay. And then I've done a center one. So I've done this one. And this one's going to be in the center. And also what I did, again, I did that, and then I went down where I have this tab. I'm wondering if the way this should be, is it that way or that way? No, it's that way, so that when you open with the tab, you get to go inside the file. So what I've done after that, I took a 8.5 by 11 sheet. I just traced them, cut them, trimmed them, and then I've distressed them. Now what I have to do is fold them. Here what I've done, after I have poked all my little holes, I have to erase those so that they don't show. And the way this is going to be going is going to be working is that, well, let me fold those first so you can see. So this line here has to go to this line, and the lines here on the side might be a little crooked, but it's handmade, so that's how it is. Like this. That's my first file. It's the one in the back. I might work it a little bit, those little sides here. And then I have another one. So this one here, this has to be on the front. So I'm going to go like this. And again, the line, the straight line here has to be with has to go with the straight line there. And the sides have to be straight too, square. Like this. This goes here. And then the last one is like this. So I'm going to fold it like this. So again, my line here with that line there, and my sides aligned. So there I have. So these are my little tiny little files, because I don't think we can find those small. Maybe we can find some smaller files in stores, but I decided to make them myself. So it's more handmade than just bought stuff in the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have those. I'm going to trace the lines where corresponding to those little holes. The same with these. And they're going to be, what's the word? Anyways, I'm going to sew those, and then this one's going to be after. It's going to be in the same hole. So I have 6 holes, and I will have 6, oh yeah, I need to do 3 more of those. So I'll be doing 3 more of those. So I'll have 6 of those, and then I'm going to sew them there. So that's how I prepare my stuff. Also, I want to show you, tell you the name. I had this project in my mind. I didn't know exactly what I would do. So I checked yesterday on the web, on the YouTube, and I checked, and there was one that was pretty similar, a little bit different. It's from Casas Designs. I will put the link below this tutorial, part 1, so that you can look at her. I think she took that idea from Michelle Mooney's Mini File Folder Album. So she has the information here. So I'll give you the link. You'll get to this video. So just check what she's put there in the box, in the description box. so you know exactly where it comes from. Also, what I've done, I got these. Let me put these away because I have to do 3 more of this. So I'll get that and then we'll work on it afterwards. Also, what I've done, I've measured, so this is going to be here, okay? So I've measured the length of that, pretty much same. You could go more, but I cut it same. And then it has to be, this is chipboard. And then I made it a little bit longer so that it kind of covers. You could have it stop here and then have your files, the little tabs showing. But it's going to be a book. You open the book and then you have the tab. So that's the way I'm going to do it. So I cut my my pieces. So I measured all that. If you want the measurements, just let me know and I'll just put them underneath in the comment box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start. I didn't get my glue. I didn't bring my glue. So what I'll do is I'll do this. You know what we did, the 3 little books. So I'm going to, okay, this I cut, and then after that I realized those were too small. So I made larger. Now they don't fit. So I'm going to use 2 pieces here because there's going to be something here to kind of cover it. So it'll be a piece of fabric I think I'm going to put there. So it'll be covered with fabric. But here I have to have at least, I would say, 1/2 inch on each side. This is here good, but I don't have enough here. So I'll get my glue. I'll get a larger piece. I'll glue those on. I'll show you how I glued them on. And then I'll start sewing those. I'll make 3 more of those. And I'm not covering those with the paper quite yet. And then I'm going to show you how to sew them on. And then after that we'll be finishing maybe in a 3rd video. So stick around and come see part B. Thank you!